Hi guys, welcome to the new series that I'm starting on this channel. I figured it's time to create an extensive guide on what different roles in marketing look like and to also understand the career opportunities and options in this large and growing field. Today's video will be the first and it will kind of be a macro look to the career paths in marketing. We're going to start out by listing the different options and different career paths that you can pursue. In the later videos of this series in the upcoming weeks, I'll do deep dives into the specific roles and we're going to take a look at what exactly that job title means and what that person really does in a company. We'll take a look at the job postings and we'll together review the qualities, the responsibilities, the skill sets that companies look for when hiring for those roles. So if this is something that will help you, and I think it will help a lot of you, make sure that you're subscribed to the channel and you have the notification bell on as well so that you get notified whenever there's a new video on the channel and so that you don't miss the upcoming episodes of this series. Also, if you want to be the first to know about key updates and content that I'm working on, I'd also suggest that you sign up for my newsletter too. I will drop the link in the comments and the description bar below if you're interested. All right, moving on. Let's set the expectations first so that we're all on the same page. As we move along with the career descriptions and roles and responsibilities, I want you to know that nothing I say here or nothing that you read on any source is going to be an ultimate truth that is 100% going to be right and applicable for all types of organizations or all types of roles that you will apply or work with in the future. In the job market or for any role that we're ever talking about, there will always be some flexibility, and you will likely hear these examples where people have been hired for a content marketing manager role and they're also doing email marketing or social media marketing or paid advertising or whatever. So always consider that there could be these types of changes depending on the size and the requirements of the organization, and also depending on the growth phase of the organization too. So if you join a startup, your experience is likely going to be different than a corporate company who's been in the industry for more than a century, right? So in that type of an organization, you can expect that roles are clearly defined, but in a startup type of environment, your role is likely going to be more flexible than the other. In any case though, we have to start from somewhere and we have to draw the lines. We have to understand what each role and what each path may look like. So we're going to start with that with this video. Essentially, my goal with this series is to help you with, number one, to understand the big picture. What are we really talking about when we say a career in marketing? And what are your options if you wish to pursue a career in this field? Number two thing I want to help you out with is to learn how you can prepare yourself for different roles in marketing and what to expect when you're assigning yourself to that role. Number three is to prepare yourself for what you'll be expected to do and to match your experience with the roles. And number four is to help you evaluate the qualities and the skill sets that are required that you need to develop and grow in order to work in your desired field. So does that sound good? If you're all ready, let's go ahead and get started with listing out the most popular career paths in marketing. Number one, digital marketer. So I'd say this is more of a generalist role that you'll find, and you'll likely get to do a piece of everything such as SEO, content creation, campaign management, email marketing, paid ads, social, etc. So you'll kind of get experience across the board, but you won't really specialize in anything, which isn't a bad thing per se. It's really giving you the opportunity to learn and to explore which ones you like, which ones you don't like that much. And after having a generalist role like this one, a digital marketer role, then you can kind of transition into whatever it is that is more interesting to you. Next up is SEO and SEM. And now if these are not the most popular marketing keywords that you hear, I'd say you're kidding me. So SEO stands for search engine optimization, and it refers to optimizing web content to be found organically on search engines and be found by your audience. SEM, on the other hand, stands for search engine marketing, and it's responsible for the paid advertising piece to gain more visibility on the search engines. So let's move on with email marketing. I'd say forget all the debates whether or not email marketing is dead, because it's quite alive, quite powerful, and it's quite a precious channel for businesses. It's really one of the rare channels that the businesses own the audience list and they have direct access to the mailboxes of their audience. That is kind of a superpower if you ask me. You'll often hear or read these examples on blog posts or articles where they say, if a social media platform is all of a sudden vanished from the face of the earth, if it's gone in just one single day, businesses will essentially be left with nothing if they only rely on social media channels. For that reason, having an email subscriber list is quite powerful, and that's how it's different from having a following on social media. Essentially, an email marketer is the expert of communicating with current and future audiences through using email and keeping them engaged and nurtured along the way. As with any other channel, a lot of analysis and experimentation is involved with email marketing. You'll have to look at the reports, you'll have to do a lot of A/B testing and optimization with your emails so that you can actually optimize your email marketing strategy to drive more revenue and engagement. Now let's talk about content marketing, which is one of my favorites and also one that is very, very popular. It's all about creating, publishing, and distributing relevant and engaging content that aims to target the right audience at the right time. Content marketing is responsible for the strategy to create content that serves the goal of the marketing department or the business goals in general, such as building brand authority, driving website traffic, or revenue generation. And when I'm talking about content, I'm referring to types of content such as website content, blog posts, articles, podcasts, videos, social media posts, ebooks, regular books, webinars, all kinds of content that you can really think of, they would go under the umbrella of content marketing. And when it comes to distribution, we're talking about all of the digital channels that can be utilized to share and spread the message that we've created with our content. And we're referring to spreading the message across the website, social media channels, podcasts, online publications, groups, anything that you can really think of. Social media marketing. I don't think it would be wrong to say that social media marketing is a specialized branch under the content marketing umbrella. Essentially, social media marketing is leveraging social media channels and creating content for social media channels to communicate, to engage with the audiences, and again to support the marketing goals, the business goals. A social media marketer's job could involve tasks such as creating posts for social media, managing the accounts, doing community management, and listening and engaging to the audience across social media channels, as well as running paid ads if that's a part of the strategy, and finally to also do reporting and analysis of the social media marketing activity. Product marketing. First of all, I have to say this. You have to go ahead and check out the video that we did with Obin from G2 and where we talked about everything around product marketing. She explains product marketing so much better than I can ever do. So if this is your particular area of interest, I definitely suggest that you go ahead and check out that video that I did with her. I will leave the link in the comments as well as the description box below. This field is an interesting one in the sense that it really sits at the intersection of product development, sales, customer success, and marketing. Product marketers are focused on understanding the product the company is selling like the palms of their hands. They know it better than anyone else because they're the people who need to position the product in the market and to communicate it in a way that the audience will actually understand. Public relations. Okay, the summary that I came up for public relations is managing brand reputation in the public eye. Let me know if you like this definition. I think I really like it actually. So what PR department does is that they manage the reputation of that brand, of the business, through paid and unpaid communication channels, as well as online and offline mediums. And the example I had for offline medium was actually in-person engagements, and I don't know how relevant that example is in today's context with the pandemic, so I'll leave that to you. They're also the unit that manages the brand at times of crisis. Quite a tough job if you ask me. Next up is event management, and I'd imagine this field to look more and more different than what we knew it to be. Events are no longer held in physical spaces with in-person engagements, and everything is really moving to the virtual space. And for me, this means that this is an opportunity for people who really embrace and learn quickly and can help businesses with this virtual event management, virtual event planning business. Wow, this list is quite long and it doesn't even cover all of the paths in marketing. Anyway, next up is demand gen, and this is a term and role that seems to come up more and more in the recent years. Not that it wasn't necessarily done before, but I think this is now a particular focus, and companies are hiring for specific team members that are responsible for this role. It's essentially all about designing and managing marketing strategies that drive interest in the product or service of the company. And let me insert a little suggestion over here, and I have to tell you that if demand gen is your thing, if you want to learn more about it, you have to start following following Chris Walker on LinkedIn and also listen to his podcast called State of Demand Gen. And finally on my list today is marketing graphic design. This is for all of you creatives who love working with design software and creating visual elements of content that is essentially needed to support the text and audio content. I'd say it's the intersection of graphic design and marketing, and almost all marketing teams need graphic design support to help them create visually beautiful content. And ideally, this person should understand the marketing principles and the strategies so that they can work in alignment with the marketing team members. That's a wrap for the list of roles that I want to mention in today's video. As I mentioned earlier, we're going to do deep dives into each role in the upcoming episodes, and we'll look at the job descriptions, skill set required, and more details to help you better understand the role, the requirements to help you prepare yourself for that role, and along the way to really help you figure out if that role is really interesting for you. So if you want to be notified of the upcoming videos, this is your reminder to subscribe to the channel and to hit that notification bell so that you're notified whenever there's new content on the channel. Also, if you like this video, please stretch that thumb of yours and hit the like button, because that's how I know that this video was helpful for you and that you enjoyed watching this. So it really means a lot when you do that. And I will see you in the next video. Take care.